Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he has. What do you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? Good evening to every single one of you. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. How's everybody doing? Good evening to every single one of you. As our show starts at 4, and the intro lasts around 2 to 3 minutes. So we are in the show right now, 4 o'clock. 4:02 West Coast time to every single one of you. The title of this show, it is completely obvious that it's no way that we have to post it to know that it actually is a fact that Biden has lost completely control of the border security and border situation. It is undeniably right there in our face, and it's evidently something that they don't want to admit, that it's a catastrophe, that is a failed policy, that what they did, it is just incorrect. And then there are a lot of people that they have died along the way because of this enormous incentivization and this irregular migration that is just horrible. This article was published, and we talked about it last night. And I am going to go little by little so I can explain to you guys how it is going to affect how it is affecting right now the Border Patrol, first and foremost. And we are going to end up in what is happening in Arizona. Our focus today, it is Arizona and one video from Texas. The situation in Arizona right now, as they are registering, it has surpassed the 300% mark in terms to migration. Remember when we talked about that Arizona was going to be the next Del Rio? And I was telling you, Arizona is going to be the next Del Rio. It's going to be the next Del Rio. Everybody thought they're going to land every single one of them in a big quantity and arrive to one place. No, it was not like that. I told you guys they're going to be migrating consistently in small portions. And it has continued like that. You are going to see now videos of migrants walking in the middle of the freeway, asking for help, asking for directions of where they can go so they can get processed. Because in Arizona, the Border Patrol is overwhelmed. In Arizona, the Border Patrol doesn't have enough units to process people. In Arizona, the Border Patrol does not have enough detention centers to process people. In Arizona, resources for immigration have almost been lost. It is a serious situation what is happening in Arizona. Share this article right here. Hit that like button before and foremost. Hit that like button. Let's hit that like button. Share this video, copy this video, and paste it in and send it to somebody else. But please hit that like button, and we comment more consistently on the live feed. It can break the algorithms, and we can continue. This is an article shared by the Daily Caller. I think it's the Daily Caller. No, it was. Oh, no, excuse me. Let me go right here. I think it's the Daily Caller. Yes, it is. It says right here on the top, Daily Caller says, we shared this, and I want to share this because this is the reason why all this catastrophe is happening. Biden border officials barely implementing Remain in Mexico policy after months of fighting it. Why it says barely, look at the officer right here with a huge mask, and you can see the child without no mask. It says, according to Jenny Tair, an investigative reporter, says the Biden administration re-implementation of the Trump era Remain in Mexico policy has resulted in several dozen migrants being sent to Mexico daily to await their court appearances, according to officials who spoke with the Daily Caller. But it says that the policy resumed in early December, despite the Biden administration's many attempts to resign the program and fight in courts has ruled against the Biden administration. This is the most amazing thing. I do not believe in rolling only 35 out of approximately 5,000 illegal border crossers per day is complying with the court order. Brandon Judd, who serves as the president of the National Border Patrol Council, told the DCNF. So what does this tell you? I've been documenting how there has been multiple deportations by air, by McAllen, Texas, Arlington, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, and we were in Tapachula as the planes were arriving. Also, I just broadcast that how they are deporting directly to the airport in the city of Guatemala. How much is the quantity? What Brandon Judd is saying right here, it is just, he's saying approximately you're deporting 35 out of 5,000. It is a hypothetical number, but he's saying, this is not enough. And the statistics, according to the Immigration Center of Immigration of Guatemala, they said around 70,000 have been deported by land and from Mexico to Guatemala coming in from the United States. Also, they have been said that by air, almost 17,000. So for this, it's only people from Guatemala. Care to know? We don't know how many people from Honduras. We don't know how many people from. It is a total catastrophe of it is mishandling of a policy. It is completely converting something that it was already built, established, and try to convert it into an agenda that is possibly going to fit, possibly is going to work, possibly not. And that is what the Biden administration did. They tried to work with this, and now you have a stay in Mexico policy that it's not working supposedly how it was designed to work, because the stay in Mexico policy, as it is designed by Biden, it is really vulnerable, and it is completely, has a lot of loopholes. This is a video of migrants from, I believe that is another post, and it is called El Pitazo. This is a news, a Hispanic newspaper, and this is how crazy this is. Migrants from Venezuela had, published some videos soliciting help in the desert of Arizona. One of the Venezuelan migrants, and the video, you can see that he's asking for help for the authorities of the United States. This is how bad it is in Arizona and how the resources are going to be key. This is the video. This is a private officer from a police officer from the parts in Arizona. And these are migrants. Look at the kids. These are migrants that they just crossed and they want to be processed. This is crazy because you don't have no authority then. There's not enough border patrol anymore. Not enough. It is crazy because this is a police officer. It's not even a border patrol, officer. The border patrol is the one that is supposed to do the whole paperwork, the whole thing. It's not enough. There's nobody. And you can actually see where she flips the video and says, look, they don't want to take us. They're going, there's a unit over there. It's not that they don't want to take you. It's that they don't have enough space. There's not enough space for this to be continuing on every unit. Buy me a coffee is on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to our travel fund, we're going to be traveling soon. So thank you so much. Buy me a coffee is on the top link. Look at this video and I will translate what they say. They don't want to help us. The woman in the video saying they don't want to help us. They don't want to help us. We are from Venezuela. They don't want to help us. The agent is saying, I cannot help you. The ones that they're in charge are the border agents. I'm just a police officer, but I cannot do anything. I cannot process you. So you need to go over there. But there's, what can we do? What can we do? We don't know. We're lost. Who can attend us? Please help us. I can give you my address where I'm going. I'm going in Miami, but really I need some help to be processed. We have gone through life and death situations. Please help us. Just direct us to somebody. Please, please. Are you recording? Yes, I am. There's water over there. If you guys want to drink, just let us go. Just let us. Just let us get to our place. Help us. Look, they're going over there. They're moving over there, and they don't want to help us. It's not that they don't want to help you. Is that practically? It's not that they don't want to help you. This is crazy. It's not that they don't want to help you. It is just that there's no resources. There's no units. There's not enough border patrol. It is gone out of hand. Biden has lost total control of the borders. And now because of that, because of the United States that has particularly seen how the influx from people from sadly from Venezuela that are running away from a dictator country. Because of that, now the government of Mexico, it is putting another paperwork that they have to do to migrate into other places. It's not only the visa transit, it's not only the Comar visa and the Commission of Refugees visa and the visa of transit so you can transit in Mexico. Also, Mexico is saying through Venezuelans, you have to also do another process that is a passport. And this article was released by El Pitazo, and it was released on the 8th of January. This has to do a lot with the pressure also by the Biden administration to say to Mexico, hey, we're getting a lot of people from Venezuela. Can you put another little, stepping stone for them to just not to be that easy? Make them wait a little bit. Make them wait. So amazingly, you put this paperwork now that is another passport for migrants from Venezuela to do this passport. And then after that, get the asylum and refugee process. It is all a huge business. And how much this passport is going to be. This passport is not going to be for free. I understand that. This is not going to be for free. This is going to have a cost. It's going to have a number. It's going to have a price. Like the QR, tickets right now that they're getting, and they're actually from that QR ticket in the QR barcode ticket. From that, you get into a bus, and from a bus, they move you outside of the state of Chiapas so you can get to the north. It's exactly a business. So this is what is happening right now with the government of Mexico, knowing that a lot of people from Venezuela are coming in and continuously coming in. They put another restriction, you can say, for them to not have it that easy. And because of the failed policies of the Biden administration, look how Biden it is also fighting his own left, his own radical left. because we have seen this for multiple times. This is an article that it was released by The Hill. Look what it says right here. This is unbelievable because I know a few lawyer organizations that they have been involved in the immigration and the refugee and the asylum cases. But this is something that is unbelievable. You have now that because of the Stay in Mexico policy that Biden is implementing and the Biden administration is implementing, the legal lawyers from pro bono, pro bono lawyers, that they are working for NGOs. Look what it says right there. It's unbelievable. It says legal aid groups want little to no part of the re-upped Remain in Mexico program. Wow. Do you know what this means? So let's say how complicated it's going to be for Mexico. I will tell you how complicated it's going to get for Mexico. The United States has said we're reinstating the Stay in Mexico policy, whether it is complete, whether it's not complete, whether it has a lot of loopholes, they reinstate it. And the Supreme Court, blocked everything that Biden is trying to take it away. So let me just tell you. So you got Mexico has an enormous influx because they're in the globalist compact of immigration, and they're coming in from the south, and they're going into the north. And when they get to the north, they're going to be processed in the United States, and then they're going to go deported back. So you're going to have this vicious cycle of money going consistently. Doesn't it remind you of the Obama administration? It is a consistent, vicious cycle. Going in the country, coming out. Going in the country, coming out. Getting deported back. Wait. You create jobs with pro bono lawyers. You create jobs with NGOs. You create jobs with, with non-governmental organizations, private companies. You create a lot of money. There's a lot of money, yes, but it's between them. It is between their own circle of buddies. It is between their own agenda. If you don't follow their agenda, you're not part of this economy. It's crazy how now, because of the Stay in Mexico policy, and they know that this is going to shoot them in the foot, these NGOs that they are working at the borders, they're mad as hell because you're shooting them in their foot. You're hitting them in the pocket. So if you're hitting them in the pocket, now they're mad and they're saying, we don't want no part of this. We don't want no part of this. And now imagine you incentivize this to happen. You have that typical migrant that has sold his property, sold his car, sold everything to come on this journey, being smuggled, being abused, whatever you want to call it. Then you get to the United States and then Biden says, I'm sorry, I changed my mind. Stay in Mexico policy is in full effect. You go wait over there to a country that you also don't even know that is Mexico. Wait over there 6 months. I thought that you were going to admit me. I thought that you were going to help me. Crazy. And now legal groups, they don't want no part of this. It is the most unbelievable thing. The most unbelievable thing right now that the NGOs do not want to help the Biden administration. Because what? Because Biden hasn't released the $4.8 billion that he promised that he was going to release for refugee and asylum, for refugee and asylum cases. That is, deliver the money to basically NGOs. So the circle of money can continue to go in and out, process in, process out, process in, process out. Imagine the human smugglers, how much, man, they're making. Holy cow. It's a huge business. And because of that, you have this actual situation that, the Stay in Mexico policy, it is bad. And it is not being well done. And Biden is trying to fight it because Biden is receiving orders from, I don't know, God who. But now look at what Governor Ducey from Arizona says. So a lot of people have been complaining about Governor Ducey, this, Ducey, that. But Governor Ducey has had it. And he says, our border is not open. I don't understand this. Why he says our border is not open when it's open. But it says right here on the bottom, it says Governor Doug Ducey from Arizona. Look what he says. Today made it clear that while the White House and Congress turn a blind eye to the crisis in Arizona at southern border, Arizona will take action and leadership. You know, this is what is happening. You got like a Texas land commissioner that is he's postulating to be a candidate that is Victor Avila, that we had an interview with him yesterday. Victor Avila is an ex-retired decorated ICE agent that he's running for Texas land commissioner. And he says that there's thousands of acres that he will be in charge. But now the landowners want to talk to the government and say, we need to do something about it. We have armed cartel members in my property, in my backyard. This is getting out of hand. We need to do something because the White House is not doing anything and it's turning the blind eye, like Governor Ducey says. So one of the things that Governor Ducey wants to do, this is why a lot of the borders are uniting, because it's getting out of hand. It's getting completely out of hand. And Governor Ducey says that for him to take action, he outlined some series of bold steps to build Arizona's strong record of taking action to protect the border communities and national security. And he put 4 points right here, really important. Number 1 is to create the American Governor Border Strike Force. Wow. Says a partnership between states. That means Arizona will be working most likely with the state of Texas. I don't think so with California. Gavin Newsom is a complete disgusting governor. So I don't think that he's going to work with California. But with Texas, possibly he will work. It said a partnership between states to secure the southern border by sharing intelligence, straighten cybersecurity efforts, and improving efforts to protect children and families. He knows about the enormous child trafficking and child abuse and all of these things that are happening. Also, it says construct additional infrastructure and physical barriers at the border. Physical barriers, a wall or something that it can give them security. Like Victor Avila said yesterday, as a Texas land candidate commissioner, he said we need to build something. I don't care if it's wall, technology, drones, whatever it is. We need to have something to know what is coming in and what is going out. Also, the Governor Ducey pointed out this: reinforce the rule of law and broaden penalties for human smuggling. What is going on in Texas right now? It is ridiculous. You got the human smuggler coming in with a water raft and he's shaking hands and high-fiving with one of the National Guard officials. Holy cow, when have you seen that in the United States borders? This is why Governor Ducey is saying persistently he will straighten the resources that make additional investments in border strike force and reinforce also. It's unbelievable. And the last one, that is the most important one, that is the one that why they're having this border crisis in Arizona. This last one, it says that they will increase federal resources. This is sad because if they increase federal resources, it means taxes. But sadly, it is the only way. Sadly, it is the only way, or I don't know where he's going to get the resources because there's no other way. The White House doesn't want to help. The Biden administration is turning a blind eye. The Biden administration is turning a blind eye. So they don't want to, somebody's being really bold and say, the Biden administration is lost. You just notice this. You just know, it's the title of the focus on the program. This is the problem. That resources are going to have to be needed. And as resources are being needed, who's going to pay for these federal resources? This is the sad thing about Arizona taking care of Arizona, because it will. affect the economy of Arizona, communities of Arizona. And ultimately, you see the White House saying, you take care of your own. I'm doing my thing over here. I'm chilling like a villain over here at the White House. Unbelievable. So it says right here, the last point, that sadly, increased federal resources to the local communities that they have been devastated by the Biden administration dangerous open border policies. So Governor Doug Ducey has taken the decision finally to do something about it. This is a huge business. Somebody's being paid. I'm sorry to say that like that. I'm sorry to say it like that. But it is what it is. In Mexico, when a governor or a mayor is not doing anything about to stop violence, to increase to violence to be increasing, and to also trafficking of every self and kind, if you're not doing anything about it, somebody's getting paid. Why the authorities are not doing anything? But it's just a complete disaster as a misorganization. Over here in the United States, you're getting that. Why some cities and some states, they're not doing anything. Somebody's getting the big money. This is a $1 billion business. And on that note, this was released by the INAMI, that is the Institute National of Immigration of Mexico, and the Interpol released this article. This article was released by elinformador.mx. It says INAMI and Interpol, they have rescued more than 7,000 victims of trafficking and also smuggling of people over the year of 2021. It says that there were operations, and on those operations, those 7 operations, 1,329 victims were rescued in 3 operations. Operation Itzel II, Operation Liberterra, and Operation Turquesa III. It says right here on the article that the INAMI has denominated Operation Itzel, where they detected and they helped 1,394 men and women that they were detained by delinquents that they were dedicated to trafficking of people. Operation Liberterra, they dismantled and they achieved to identify organizations that they were trafficking migrants and also human smuggling. 1,665 people of different nationalities. Operation Turquesa III detected 1,256 coming in from different countries and victims also of trafficking. The INAMI has informed that part of their homework as immigration on 2021, they have processed rescues as 13,663 visits of verification of these kind of processes. And around the whole country, 23,574 inspections on the national territory. And the gotaways? Nobody talks about those, huh? The gotaways. You know those? You know? The gotaways. It's talking about 13,000, 7,000. Small numbers. Really small numbers. But nobody talks about the gotaways. It's unbelievable, the business. It's a huge business. A lot of people don't want to look at it like that. And the only ones that they don't want to look at it like that is the left. You know, the left is just, and some people of the right, that they're colluded and working with the organized crime, and they're working. I'm sorry. It is what it is. This is a video that it was sent to us by a one follower. And it's a video of the situation right now in Arizona. I will continue to play it consistently as I am going to explain why the situation in Arizona has lost out of control and why the situation it is now out of Biden's control hands. This is a video that I have shown before. It was sent to us by one of our followers. Thank you so much, whoever you are. Thank you. Look at this video. He's driving he or she is driving his car in the middle of the freeway in Arizona. But in the middle, there's a sidewalk between freeway going north or freeway going south or freeway going west and freeway going east. You're going to see how people are walking in the middle of the freeway. Do you know how it is the heat in Arizona? One of the risks. Two, you're walking in the middle of the freeway. In the middle of the freeway with children. And three, in the middle of the freeway with children. It's just unbelievable. Look how this video. It is in the middle. Searching to get attended. That is the most incredible thing. That they are searching to get attended. They're not searching to just, let's see where we can go. We can go get something to eat. No. They are searching to get attended. To get processed. Who can process us? Where are we supposed to go? They don't even know where to go. Don't tell me that after you're seeing people walking in the middle of the city. And as they're walking in the middle of the city, in the middle of the freeway, don't tell me that everything's okay. What happened? Why they're not processing people? Number one reason why? There's not enough resources. There's not enough personnel. Thanks so much, Renee B. Swift, for your coffees. Thank you so much. Thank you. Buy me a coffee's on the top link if you guys like to contribute to our travel fund. We're going to be traveling soon. Thank you so much. If we're traveling, they're walking in the middle of the freeway, people. Now, this is nothing. You want to see something that is crazy? Because of the Biden administration that does not have enough units, that doesn't have right now not only enough units, but doesn't have right now enough personnel, because I will be honest, a lot of them are containing and they are getting infected with COVID. A lot of the agents. Oh my God, you're criticizing migrants. I'm not. I'm just saying a lot of migrants are sick and they have side effects and they have symptoms. I'm sorry. And these symptoms are really contagious. A lot of the agents are going home on these quarantines that is 15 days, 40 days. So you have an unprotected spot. You don't have somebody that just missed job because he's sick. No, it's a guy that you need to protect. So you have an unprotected space that is not there. So a lot of agents are getting sick. Not only that, a lot of agents are getting halted at their operations because they are not vaccinated. A lot of them have quit. A lot of them, they got fired. And a lot of them are waiting for them to get the hammer to say, are you going to put this on your arm or not? And if you're not going to do it, there's option A, there's the door, there's option B. I will give you from here to here. So this is actually a video of Texas. You see how they are walking on the side of the road and they have units on the back? These are migrants that they were just picked up on one entrance in Texas. The crazy thing about this video is that you see them walking handcuffed. So when you're seeing them handcuffed, walking, what the hell is going on? Easy. They don't have no process units anymore. They're done. You see the border agent walking on the side of them? There's no process units. There's no units to pick them up. There's no units. to help to process them to a processing center. There is none. So this shows you the crisis that is happening in the south border of the United States and in the north border of Mexico. If this is happening in Texas continuously, now they're walking them, they're processing them, walking. You're going to walk, John, all the way to John. What's going on, Sir Mark, Captain? Yeah, we don't have enough processing units, John. So what do you suggest that I do, sir? I will wait the whole day. No, John. I'm afraid that you're going to have to walk. Sir, we are 10 miles from the detention center. I don't care. You're going to have to walk. Wow. Okay, sir. I will walk. How do I do this? How do block the right-hand lane? Imagine that, because this is like a caravan. This is like a caravan. This is how caravans work in the South. If you guys never have walked, well, you have seen me walked with the caravans. As you guys are seeing me walk with the caravans, you guys have seen me that I'm in the back and I'm showing there's a National Guard official unit all the way to the back blocking the right-hand lane. And there's also, some units all the way to the front, blocking the right-hand lane. This is exactly the same. This is nothing new for people that are walking into the United States. Well, they're handcuffed. This is different. But this is nothing new for them, walking and with the authorities on the back. There's nothing new for them, but it's new for the United States citizens. They're like, what's going on? Why are you walking with them? Why are you walking with them? And you're blocking the right-hand lane. What is happening in Mexico slowly is getting adjusted to what is happening in the U.S. And I have said this before so many times. So many times I've said it before that the borders are converting now like borders of Mexico. The organized crime is slowly taking power of what is happening on every border on the other side of the United States of America. Somebody's asking question, Oscar, don't most of the migrants dump their ID on the side of the Mexico side? Yeah, but what does that have to do with this? But yes, they do that. A lot of them. This is never seen. Never in history of the United States of America has been a crisis like this. This is history. The Biden administration, it is a complete disaster at the border. They do not know what to do. They're lost, and they're losing support from their own political party and their own organizations that they're NGOs. They're losing support from their own lawyers that they were supposed to be helping the migrants to obtain a refugee and asylum because they just reinstated the stay in Mexico policy. Plus, these migrants, a lot of them, they're vaccinated, a lot of them, they're not. So it is, like Governor Ducey said, we're going to have to prepare for federal resources. That comes out of the Arizona taxpayer. This is no words to just say. Just watch the video, and you're going to see a border agent on the right walking on the highway because there is no units to process them. A lot of people are saying, no, the U.S. has all the resources to pay. They have it. They have it. Come on. That's nothing, man. They have to help the world. All right. I don't know what's going on over here, bro. If they have a lot of resources, they should have buses. They should have planes. They should have all this beautiful technology to detect how many are coming in, process them with documentation, offices, warehouses where they're going to sleep for the night, or I don't know, hotel rooms or whatever, the migrant hotel inn or whatever you want to call it, something. They should have something. If all these leftists that they're saying, oh, the United States has the ability to pay and pay and pay and pay and pay. Well, they're it's really it is. It is something like that. Crazy. This is an actual crisis that is occurring not only in Arizona. We focus today on Arizona, as Arizona is going through a situation where I believe that the border agents are being overwhelmed massively. The moral of the border agents, I don't even want to know. But I will tell you something. I don't know what Texas is going to do also with Governor Abbott, that he is now, a great advocate to protection of the border and la, la, la. Now, all of a sudden, when he's getting reelected. Before that, get the hell with it. I don't care. Whoever enters the country, I don't care. That was Governor Abbott. But now, close into elections, oh, my God, I'm doing best. I'm doing good. Thanks so much, Nancy, for the coffees. Buy me a coffee. It's on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and broadcasting and travel fund, buy me a coffee. It's on the top link. Thank you so much. This is right here in Texas. Now I've shown you in Arizona how they're walking in the middle of the freeway. Where is it going to be understandable that resources needs to be let go on the borders of the United States with Mexico? How come Biden wants to release $4.8 billion to other countries for the processing agencies of immigration, but he doesn't want to release money for his own country? Have you guys asked yourselves that question? Have you asked yourselves that question? What's going on with that? Incredible. Let me just pause the video because I'm getting a little bit of lag right here on the internet. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Anywhere News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News. Thank you so much, Curious. Thank you so much for the coffee. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. We're live from Tijuana, Mexico. It is 4:42 in the evening today on our evening show, talking about specifically what is going on in Arizona. As we predicted, and in the caravan that it was coming of 6,000, we predicted that Arizona was going to be the epicenter of a lot of irregular entrances into the United States of America. And ultimately, people were like, well, we're waiting for the big amount. We're waiting for the big chunk of people. We're waiting. And they are going to keep on waiting because they're not going to land like that. They're going to continue to flow from quantities from 150 per day. The problem right here is that the Biden administration is not doing anything. One of the leaders of the caravan told me, Biden, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's going to do one day, and he doesn't know what he's going to do another day. He doesn't know if he's going to push it to protect. He doesn't know if he's not going to push it to protect. He says that he's going to send money to help. He doesn't send no money to help. He says that he's going to do this. He's not doing anything. So that's the main issue. A complete disaster that you preach into the four winds, that you were going to create a better pathway and you were going to create a better road for migrants and la, la, la. And everybody still waiting for your pathway. Still waiting for you to see if you're going to fix this or not. Apparently, it is not being fixed. I will answer a couple of questions from you. How's everybody doing, Oscar Blue? Good evening to everybody. How's Ben, Oscar? Betty Riblet asked this question. He's doing all right. I talked to him yesterday, and I was making fun of his chest hair. He's doing all right. He's doing good. He's going back to work. He's a strong man. Strong man. So he's doing all right. I will answer some questions on the live feed, and I will put them on the screen for you guys if you guys want to ask something. I will have the phone line ready next week. I'll try to have the phone line ready next week for you guys. and see if you guys want to call in. If you want to call in, well, I'll get it the phone call. But I will I will have the phone line ready. So I will answer some questions or some comments that you guys want to put on the live feed. Good evening to every single one of you. How's everybody doing? Tune in and at almost every night we're doing a live feed. Anthony and myself, Anthony Agüero, and myself, we're continuing to doing a live feed every day to discuss world topics. It doesn't even matter what it is. We are talking about everything. So, tune in. We go live. We're going this week live on his platform on Getter and on YouTube and also on Twitch. So go over there and subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to his channel as Real Anthony Agüero. And subscribe to him. Subscribe to his Getter. Subscribe to his YouTube as Real Anthony Agüero. And we go in live late at night. And I'm talking about late at night. Some people are not. Some people, we've been getting an audience, man. I'm not gonna lie. We've been getting an audience. We've been getting 200, 300 people in YouTube, and in Getter we've been getting 180, 150 people that they wanna have a conversation with us late at night. We've been going live at 10 o'clock West Coast time, 9 o'clock West Coast time, 12 o'clock East Coast, Central and Mountain time, 10 and 11. So we've been going, live at those hours late at night, and we have this, great talk because we go at Getter. We started YouTube, and people at YouTube, after that we pushed them into Getter. Anthony pushed them into Getter to talk about the most open subjects and the uncensored subjects that we don't have that ability. That we don't have that ability to talk anymore on Facebook and also on YouTube because you get flagged or you get, sanctioned. So we have that ability to talk about whatever topic in we have the ability to do that in Getter. So question right here, Betty Rivlet says, do you like Chad that's running for Texas? Taxes running for tax. Chad running for taxes. I don't know who Chad is, and I don't know if it's you meant to say, do you like Chad that he's running for Texas? I don't even know who Chad is, and I don't even know what position he's running to or what political party. Or what do you think, Oscar? Why do you think they throw their IDs? Well, a lot of them, they're coming from Chile, and they already achieved their asylum in Chile, and from that identification they use it to walk every country. So when they get to the border, they leave that identification out, because if the border agents get that, they will know that they already have asylum in another country. So that is particularly why they do that. Not only from that country, from Haiti, a lot of countries of the world. That, our colleague Ben Berkon has discovered that a lot and has done that a lot. When he's at the border, he's picking up IDs from Pakistan, Ukraine, from Bangladesh, from all around the world. So it's unbelievable the way that it's designed, but it's designed. His name is Chad Prater. He is running for Texas governor. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I'm not informed on some states that they're running. I'm not from the United States, so I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I live in Mexico, and I live in Tijuana, Mexico. So it's something like that. This is a question that is this guy a communist? Wow, that's awesome. No, I'm not, and I hate communism. So thank you for your question. No, I'm not. I hate communism and I hate socialism. Nice to meet you, buddy. Do you think the Haitians know they are being sent right back to Port-au-Prince? A lot of them, yes. And a lot of them, they have stopped. And I love you too, man. That question that says, this guy a communist? No, hell no. Hell no, man. Hate communism. Communism will destroy your world, will destroy your life, and will destroy you. Do you think the Haitians know that they are being sent back to Puerto Príncipe? A lot of them, yes. A lot of them, they believe that they still have a possibility. But the thing is that you have to understand, migrants from Haiti, a lot of them, they want to stay in Mexico. They don't want to go to the U.S. They don't want to go to the U.S. So that's the crazy thing about it, that a lot of them, I'm talking about the majority of them, you will see migrants entering the U.S. from Haiti, but you will see not as quantity as Central America and South America. That's the other. What's the PRI party in Mexico? Is the Partido Revolucionario Institucional, that is the political party of revolution of the institute. Something like that. It is the translation. It is one of the most, or the most corrupt political party that has well, all parties in Mexico are corrupt. All parties in Mexico are trash. Political parties, or political parties in Mexico, they don't work. All of them are contaminated by the same rhinos and the same monopoly of friends that it has dominated the country, and has the country by the strings. There are families like the U.S. There's families that they control their country, and Mexico has that. Mexico has companies like Televisa, Bimbo, all these Telmex, all these companies that they're owned by, magnates, the really rich people, the elite, and these are the people that they controlled. These are the people that they control the country. They manage the country, plus the organized crime, the cartel, that they are hold a lot of the strings to the businesses, and support of money to the political candidates. Whether you don't want to believe it or not, there's a lot of the cartel organizations that they support the political candidates, and that's the thing. Linda Stiffer Massey, what happened to the caravan you followed from Tapachula? Where did they end up? Which one? I followed 6 caravans. If you're talking about the big one, that there's 2 that I follow more intensively, other than like 4 or 5 that I followed a little bit. But there's 2 that I follow more intensively. The one of the 23rd of October, they ended up walking all the way to Ciudad de Mexico. Not as a vast majority or quantity. They were around 1,800 to 2,000 people that they arrived to Mexico, and from there they tried to they came to an agreement with the leader of the of humanitarian rights in the Republic, and they obtain a visa for them to move and transport themselves in the country of Mexico, which then means that they possibly are in the north borders of the United States. They already arrived in the north borders. Now, the other caravan, they achieved getting out of the state of Chiapas, in Chiapas, in the state of Chiapas. So that one did not walk that much, did not suffer that much the consequences. They only stayed in the vicinity of walking almost 18, 19 municipal cities. And from there, they demanded the Institute of National Immigration for them to get them the permits and the visa transfer so they can move. Renee Banloy, why doesn't Mexico do more to prevent immigrants from entering their country? And as soon as your president starts, stop incentivizing more fluency, you will see less fluency in our country. And ultimately, he took away the tariff from Mexico that it was implemented by the past administration. The tariff was a threat to Mexico. If they did not protect their borders, they were going to be sanctioned with the 5%, tax on the automobile industry, avocado, and beer. You take away that, you take away an incentive to just open the border. And before that, there was no opening of the border. There was a sanction. There was a threat. There was, I'm going to get slapped in the hand, so I'm not going to open it because it's going to affect my economy. But you got the Biden administration that has an open border policy and invites the world and invites everybody, and everything is open. And you start to implement the Stay in Mexico policy, but vulnerably. So you have still a fluency of making believe the world that is open. So this is a question, answer. It is not only just, it's not only just the United States that is their fault. It is also Mexico's fault. It is also Central America, South America, that they have done a poor job on processing the people. A lot of people are losing their lives. A lot of migrants they're risking their lives. A lot of migrants go through jungles. They get raped, abused, trafficking of children, trafficking of women, trafficking of drugs, trafficking of artillery, trafficking of everything occurs. And it is so sad to see that people are being used, and also human beings are being used on this process for their open border agenda. It is, it is bad. There's a question right here. What is the crime rate of people that enter irregularly your country in Mexico. I don't know the rate of these of the individuals that are going, but I know the rate of this president. This president has, on the first 3 years of his government, has 106,097 homicides that they are related to the cartel. This is the most violent, most insecure president in history of Mexico. In the first 3 years, he has broken the record by 106,097 murders due to cartel activity. Believe me, we are more worried about what is going on with the cartel, that is the number one delinquent, the one number one aggressive, the number one that is assassinating our country, that is taking control of our country and assassinating our people. We are more concerned in that the irregular entrances of individuals into our country. This is sadly not a priority for us. And it is a priority for the United States of America. But for us, we got more problems on top of problems and problems and problems, like the cartel. That is a number one problem that is infested. It's an infestation that is also a contamination to our communities, to our youth, that these young kids believe on the narcocultura. They don't believe that, they have another future on school. They see that the sicario and the drug lord make a lot of money by not going to school and by also, doing violent and irregular and illegal things. So they preferably go to that. So our priority is to fix our country first and foremost. For God's sake, we're suffering more of, concerns of assassinations towards, the cartel related. This number that you're asking really is not even a concern for us, and it must be small. But I will tell you, this is more of a concern of what is happening in Mexico. And it's a good thing that I had this graphic to show you that. Thank you so much for joining in. We are going on 57 minutes in. We got 3 more minutes on the live feed. If you guys want to ask one last question, I will put it right here. As we are doing 1 hour shows, we're trying to keep it a 1 hour, 1 hour, 105. We're trying to keep it right there. So if you guys want to ask one last question, I will take it. And also I will advise you, and I will, I will, how do you say it? I will invite you to tonight. Possibly we're going to do another live feed between Real Anthony Agüero and myself on his platform on Getter and also on YouTube. Go and search him as at Real Anthony Agüero at Getter, Twitch, and also YouTube. We possibly going to do another live feed, talk about world topics, and it's a late night live feed. It's an open mic, and also we accept phone calls if people want to call in and talk about whatever they feel uncomfortable and whatever they want to talk about. Really, we accept phone calls. We talk with you guys at the last of the show, and we open the phone line and you guys call in and we talk to you guys and we respond to whatever you guys want to ask. So I believe that is it. Thank you so much. Somebody saying, I'm going to sub to the channel, bro. I'm from Canada. Paul Mignon. Comment allez-vous? Merci. I'm going to sub to the channel, bro. I'm from Canada, and like getting the perspectives of various people. What do you think Trump's chance in 2024? This is thank you so much for subscribing all the way from Canada. We got a Canadian audience. I will tell you that. We got a big Canadian audience. I will talk about this. Mark Jones is asking a question about climate change. What is my take in climate change? I have a really strong take on that. Not in favor, not against. Not in favor, not totally against. But I have a take on that because I have 2 accreditations on environmental assessments towards motor vehicles. So I know the levels of contamination of every country. And I know what hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide does to our air, to our planet air. I know there's a lot of contaminations about that, but the way to regulate the contaminants is not to it's not to continue to change the whole automobile industry and destroy gasoline and petroleum. That is not the way. Is why we don't give more access to people to have their car maintenance and also to have pure gasoline for our vehicles to not be, in horrible conditions. Why are we giving the product to the productee, the buyer? Why are we giving the product so decreased, so less valued? Why are we not giving the product as it is being sent? So I like, if we want to get into that, there's a lot of topics that we have to. So There's a lot of people that I have from Canada, so I want to say all the way hi to Canada. Your perspectives, Amir, what do you think about Trump chance in 2024? I don't know if he's going to run. I don't know if he's going to be the candidate to be a president of the Republican Party. I believe that I will tell you something. He has changed a lot in certain perspectives. A lot of people are not liking his points of view on how he stood for the people on January 6th. Also, he has become a little bit controversial of advocating for the booster. So a lot of people are losing that edge and that, respect that they had for him. And also, he did not came out and give out statements on January 6th on the day. So he looks like a little bit overprotected of himself. He did his job. He did 4 years of this candidacy, and he did his job. Now, I will tell you, without him, a lot of the people in the world will be blind right now on what is really going on. He did a magnificent job on opening up the eyes of the world. Really, you will see people in the UK now that they wanted the kind of a president like him. In Hong Kong, you will see all around the world. You see people that they wanted a president like him because he was for his country first. So that was an ideology that it was new, and it woke up a new generation of people that a lot of people were not, they were asleep. They were, they were hiding, and it blew up. So it was a movement back in the day. I don't know if he's going to be again a candidate again. I don't know. I don't even know how, if Joe Biden is going to end up, his candidacy by the way that his presidency, by the way that he's looking. He's not, he's not physically capable in health. Also, he's not healthy, man. You can see that he's suffering a lot by his decisions, and he's not good at all over there in his mind. But, for sure, I don't know if he's going to run in 2024. He says yes, he says no. There's speculations that Hillary against Trump, there is going to be, the conspiracy that there's going to be, those are the ones that they're going to be, practically fighting for the presidency. You got candidates like Rand Paul that possibly he's going to run. You got candidates like, DeSantis that he's young, but he wants a shot of it. He wants to get in there. He wants to see if he has a possibility. You got other candidates that they are, there if they want to really run for president. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to run or not. But the only thing that I can tell you is that it's whoever it is going to have a huge responsibility, because the United States of America has never been so hungry for a change, man. It's going to be. It's going to be difficult for the Republicans in the United States. Really difficult for the Republicans in the United States. For the Democrats, you guys already know who you have. You guys have Joe Biden. You guys have Kamala Harris. And, I don't know if Joe Biden is going to finish his 4 years of being a president. I really don't know if he's going to have the capability to do that. But, that's the way it is. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless everybody that is watching. We will see each other later on. There's a comment right here. Hold on a minute. Betty, thank you so much, Miss Betty. Thank you so much for the coffees. Thank you. God bless your dear heart. Thank you so much. We will see each other later on, possibly tonight. It is not confirmed. So, make sure if you see a post, we're going live at around a time. It variates. We say one time and we don't even know what time we're going live. But, let's see if we're going to go live tonight. If we go, and you will see us in the in YouTube, Twitch, and Getter at Real Anthony Agüero's page. God bless you all. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.
Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and
you think, Sarah, of this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening?
Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country.
Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.